Good morning. Hope you're all well this morning. It's Saturday morning, just on my way to Parkrun. So where am I off to this morning? Well, it's within running distance of my house. So I didn't really want to drive this morning. So last week with roadworks and accidents on the M25, I just didn't want to be doing any driving today. So I haven't done this one in a long time, and I've never done a video on it. So I'm off to Bexley Parkrun, which is in Denson Park. Comes under the borough of Bexley in south east London. So Bexley Park is quite easy to get to in south east London, just off the A2, which is sort of a major road out of central London, from the Blackwall Tunnel to the M25 and then onto Canterbury and Dover. So it's when it's running freely, it's quite a good road to travel on. So I'm here already. I'm just going to go find, I believe there is a gate somewhere along this path. So I'm going to come into the back of the park and I'll make my way in and give you a quick tour of Danson Park, and then we get on with the park run. Here we go, into Danson Park. Funny morning. It sort of looks like rain, but I don't think it quite make its mind up, but there's a good chance we might get a downpour, maybe even some thunder. We'll see how that goes. So here we are, the Denson Park. You've got Danson House over there. We'll have a quick run over there now, have a quick look. You've got the boating lake. I think there's fishing as well that goes on there certain times of the year. So it's a lovely park in South London. Massive open space. They have a lot of things going on here in the summer. They have fireworks displays in the winter time for Guy Fawkes. So it's one of the major parks. It sort of borders Welling and Bexley Heath. So gives you a rough idea where it is, but it's just off the A2, and the nearest train station will be, I think it's Bexley Heath railway station, probably the closest, possibly Welling as well, but all a good 15-20 minute little sort of brisk walk probably. So here we go then. If you are travelling by car, there is off-street parking just outside the park. Got the boathouse there. And grab a cup of coffee after. So it's Danson House there. I'll show you the back of the house and tell you a little bit about it. So this is the part of the course here. So we come up here and then we come round here and along here past the house here.
So Danson House is a pretty impressive place. It's obviously a graded building, grade 1 listed building. So the Danson estate has actually existed since 1284. And the house was built in 1768. That's pretty amazing, isn't it?
So if you are driving and you can't find a space outside the road, there is parking here as well, which I believe is free. I'll double check. And there's a pub here as well called the Danson Stables, so you can book yourself in for a nice bit of breakfast after if you fancy, if there's a group of you or something. More parking down here as well, so loads and loads of parking, so you haven't even got to park out on the main road if you don't want to. You can drive in, and it looks like it's free. Can't see any pay and display signs anywhere, which is very unusual these days. Children's play area there, if you've got the little ones with you. So this is part of the course, so we come out of here, past these gates, round here and through here. Now this is the bit I want to check out, because I haven't got very good grip on these running shoes. I am in the process of ordering a new pair, but they won't be arriving until next week. To wait a while for delivery, didn't want to pay out for delivery and get them delivered for free, just for the sake of waiting a few days. So it doesn't look too bad. So we'll be coming through here. This is the only little bit of grass section as well, and then it's all tarmac pathways. So it's a bit of a tough course. I think it's actually tougher than my Greenwich 3-lapper park run. But we'll see how we get on. It's very windy this morning. I'd be happy just to get the park run done. And it's just a good tempo run, all part of the half marathon training. So here we are, a crowd building already. This is the finish area by the looks of it. The finish is, the start, sorry, is a bit further down the path. But I expect to see a few familiar faces here because it's so local this morning. It's going to be a busy one, this park run. So I've just been told it's 30 seconds slower than Greenwich Park Run. So I reckon I'm looking at 21.5 to 22 today. Let's see how it goes. Here we go, first lap. Woohoo Hill. Morning. Woohoo Hill. That's original. Got a bit of a tough bit here. That's there. Quite slower than Avery. Okay. Halfway. Now it's a slog all the way uphill now until we drop down through the woods. Quite a tough one. Not quite sure on the time. Wasn't too sad, I don't think. P19, not bad. First week back, proper training. can't complain. That's it, park run ticked off. So that's Bexley Parkrun in Denson Park done. Not quite sure on my time, but I definitely felt that I got a good, my legs got a good turn over there, and I was quite happy. Whatever the time was, I was quite happy. I didn't feel really bad or nothing. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. So that was the main thing. It's a tough one though, that is. So that uphill part from where you go across the lake, where the boating part is, and then up and all the way round over the trees and that, and back down is really tough. It's definitely a hard park run, a lot harder than Avery Hill, and probably I reckon a good almost 2 minutes slower than I would say Suckling Park, possibly, maybe a little bit less, I don't know, 1:45, but there's definitely a big difference between these two park runs. So it's a good training run. So it's what I need to toughen up, get myself going for these runs for the big half. But so that's today's park run review. First time I've done a video on this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I definitely recommend it. It's well marshalled. The start is a little bit tight if you're too far back, but if you get yourself near the front, there's a little bit of grass each side of the pathway, so there's plenty of room. But you need to make sure you get to the pathway that goes across the boating pond. You need to make sure you get yourself sort of in position there, because if you get caught behind a load of runners there, you can't. Then it is difficult to pass for that section until you get to the grass part afterwards, where there's grass on the side of the pathway. But I definitely recommend it. There's not a part one I wouldn't recommend, to be fair. They're all pretty great. They're all unique within their own way. So I'm going to go for a nice jog home now. Not quite sure what I'm on. Let's have a look at the watch. So I'm on 7.44. So I'll probably get a couple miles going home. So that's hopefully sets me up for tomorrow's long run. Hour and 45 I'm looking for tomorrow to get things rolling. So that's the end of this video, and keep an eye out next week for next week's video.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not, and see you all next week.